I got a little project going on here. Hopefully it doesn't turn into a big project, but I got these poles, the porch poles, posts, whatever you want to call them, pre-primered, and I got them and I'm unwrapping them now. They got plastic on them. They got the plastic on them, so I'm unwrapping them and I got to paint them. And here's the paint. I got to paint them an almond color to match the poles that I have on my porch now. And I built the porch about 20 years ago, 2000, and they lasted a really good time, long time. So, and I only painted them one time. So, but they're pine, so they're starting to rust out. Listen to me, rust out. Wood don't rust. They're starting to rot out, and so I got to replace them. So I got 5 of them here. They cost about $70 a piece at Lowe's, and so I bought 5. Now I'm going to replace the corners and the middle of the porch, and then and then maybe later on I'll pick up a couple more here and there, and I'll replace in betweens. But I want to replace the stress points. So if we get another windstorm or something like that, and hopefully one of the corners don't bust out on me, and it'll hold up my porch roof. So I'm gonna be painting these today, and hopefully I can get them done in the next couple of days and show you what I'm doing and knock out some posts on the porch and replace them with the new ones. All right, let me get busy painting. That's one down. Still have to do the bottom side. So that's one down. I'll probably put a second coat on. It says one coat, but you never believe them. I'm gonna put 2 coats on. And I got 4 more to go. That didn't take long. I got a very bad habit of starting to work and do things, especially paint, working on greasy things, with my good clothes, my good jeans, my good shoes, shirt. This time I was smart. This time I changed. I put old clothes on, so in case I get paint on them, I'm good to go. The missus won't yell at me about ruining a good pair of jeans. But needless to say, I got a lot of old work pants because of that. But I'm gonna grab me a beer, and I think I'll be able to paint faster and better with a little bit of Keystone in me. So we'll get right back. As you can see, I just took all the other ones off. I'm going to put them on one at a time. Gives me a little more space. As you can see, I got a lot of other projects here that I'm probably going to be doing in the next few weeks. Dresser projects, bar, some other kind of a coffee bar. We're going to make a coffee bar, me and the kids and my daughter. So, but anyway, back to this. Here we go. I got my Keystone, so I should be ready. I'm going to finish painting up the rest of 4 of these, and I'll show you on my finish. Okay, all 5 are painted. First coat. And I'll leave this sit, let it dry thoroughly, come back tomorrow, and I'll apply the second coat. As you can see, that I'm going to be painting these rings, these individual rings, green. So it's going to take a couple coats because you can see, the almond is bleeding through. But I got to paint all of these rings around here. So this is going to take some time. But I'm going to get them done. And then we will, I'll show you the finished product of that. And then hopefully we get these things installed while the weather's still nice. It's November, the beginning of November, and it could turn quickly or it could stay warm. Hopefully it stays warm enough that I can get these things put up on the porch. All right, let me get back to work. All right, as you can see behind me, over here. Yeah, I can't do this thing yet. Oh, right here. All right, I got these poles painted for my porch. And I got them all painted green and almond. And there's 6 of them there. I got them they're all painted and ready to be cut and put up. So the next step is, on the next nice day that I have, and I got free time, I'll start going and taking 6 poles down and replacing them 5 or 6 at a time. So, all right, they're all done, they're painted. Now, next step, like I said, is cut them and put them up. Well, here we go. I'm going to start replacing all of these porch poles. Well, 6 of them anyway. See how far we get today. There's a few things that I have to do. First, I have to take out the porch pole. So I'll show you what I have to do in order to get that out, and then we'll replace the new one. So let me unload my truck. I got the tools in there, and I'll get started. Okay, but first, before I get started, I'll show you. That's the reason why I have to replace these poles. They've been in there since 2000, and it's now 2021. So what I have to do is I have to take out those 4 screws that are holding it in at the top. I have to come around. I have to remove this gutter. Okay, top and bottom. Got to remove that downspout. And then I have to take off my drip hose, which you can see right up in here. I have to unnail that, and I got to take off the clamp hangers on both sides. And then what I have to do is I have to put a floor jack, just jack it up just a little bit to relieve some of the tension off the pole, and then I can slip the pole out, cut the new one, and then replace it and put it in, and then reinstall everything. So let's get started. I got everything in place. It's a shame I had to cut an 8-foot, 96-inch, 8-foot 4x4. Perfectly good, but I had to cut 6 inches off to be able to jack it up and relieve some of the pressure off the pole so I can get it out. So what I'm going to do is I got a floor jack right here, as you can see, and then I'm going to put a piece of wood up there so hopefully it doesn't bend my soffit material or my fascia material, and hopefully it don't damage it too much, but I don't need to jack it up too much, just enough to relieve pressure. So let's get started. And now I got to take off this downspout because it's attached to this pole. So I got 3 screws that I got to do. So I'll do this one. No, maybe not. Okay, I got to go get more tools. All right, now I got the right tool. We'll take this downspout off. Probably should go underneath the ladder. Paw. Okay, you can show that. Okay, now that the downspout is disconnected from the pole, I have this drip hose to water my plants. I have to take this off the pole. So I'll try to do this gently. Okay. Maybe not. All right, that'll work. Okay, that's disconnected. Now I have to go up here and I'm going to unscrew the pole. I got 4 screws holding it in. That's 2. Last time I was up on something on this porch, I was up on a step stool. Step stool slipped out from under me and I busted my coconut. So hopefully that don't happen this time. Yeah, that should be it. Good, let's see if I can get this thing out. And there that is. Now we'll take these hangers off and take these straps off, measure it, put up the new pole. All right, I had to take off the bottom plate off the other one. I put it back on this one. Double check my measurement after I cut it. Good. That should be good. Let's go see if it fits. Look at that. Look at that. It looks like it was cut to fit. Alright. So we'll just get a couple more things going here. And I'm going to relieve a little bit of pressure off of this. There we go. Now it's sturdy and I can drill and I can screw it back in. Okay, so I started pre-drilling bigger holes so the wood don't split. So right now I'm going to drill a smaller hole, pilot hole, all the way through. This way when I screw the screw in, this wood won't split. So let me get my other drill and we'll screw them in. Make sure it's basically in the same spot. The other one. I guess it was right there. And you don't want to run them all the way home because it'll just split the wood. I'm just touching them to the edge of the surface of my pole. And that should secure it. Now I'll get my level, I'll plumb this, both sides, and let all the weight come off of it, the weight of the roof will hold it in place. And I gotta do that, I'll have to do that 5 more times. And the other ones, I got 2 more corners to do with downspouts, and then the other ones are just screws and take them out and cut them. So I'm not going to bore you with that, but I got 6 of them. And what I should have done was I should have bought all 6 because the price of lumber went up. Now I'm probably going to have to pay double for the poles. But I'll probably wait for them to come down in price, and then I'll go back, paint them again, and replace all the ones in between. Because right now, I'm just replacing the corner, this corner. Follow me. I'm replacing that far corner, and I'm replacing that far corner because that's where all the pressure is on the corner. So when they rot, I don't want my whole thing coming down. I'm replacing that corner, that far corner, one back there, and then I'm going to replace, that's 3, and then I'm going to replace 1 here in the center. And then I'm going to replace these 2 here in the center on this long stretch. I'm going to replace this one, and I'm going to replace this one with the 6 poles that I have. And then when I get the other poles, I'll get them painted, and then I'll just knock out the ones in between, and I'll get it all done. And right now, I'm going to finish that up, put the downspout back on. Remember, up here, or up here, subscribe, click that bell, hit that thumbs up, and as always, thanks for watching Adventures with Paw Paw.